What is up, guys? It's Cheko here, and welcome back to another episode of Reverse 1999 2.5 Showdown in Chinatown. So, on the last episode, we ended up doing the whole thing with Johnny, Johnny Wet Pants, and then we took the guy who attacked Johnny, but Johnny kind of deserved it, to the hospital, and then we kind of gave like a sort of empty promise, like, you know, we are going to try to help you, but we don't know if we can, type B, but we told them we're going to help them. So now we also met an actor, and she kind of was suspicious because she kind of gave us the vibe of, what is it, the Prowler? If it's not the Prowler, I don't know what they're called, but this vigilante, and she kind of gave the same vibes as that vigilante while also having the same type of skill. I don't even know if I did any of this right. Also, my vlog just came out, so make sure to check out the vlog for Showdown in Hollywood, which was the Reverse 1999 offline event based on this patch. So it'll be down in the description, also right there. It'll be somewhere, so you guys make sure to check it out. And let's get into today's episode. Secret warrant. Ooh. Wait, secret warrant means... Oh, I forgot. We were heading to the foundation. Cabinets, cabinets, and more cabinets. Who's in charge here? I was under the impression this was an important department, no? Where is the security? The ever-curious Matilda weaves her way through the rows of filing cabinets. She has read about this department in books detailing the Foundation's history. The department contains all known objects which have produced dangerous or mysterious arcane phenomena. Some even say that it contains every arcane mystery, solved and unsolved, that has ever been recorded. Oh, hold up. Matilda, keep talking. Give me a second. I realize. Let me get rid of my mouth. But of course, the biggest mystery of all time, the storm, still defies them. Bro, a lot of things defies the Foundation. It's... I can't stand it. I can't stand them. Bro. As it does for all of us, it seems with every department turned to study of the storm, there is little time to spare for these more trivial puzzles. Her footsteps echo through the empty department. The odd sense that she's being watched settles over her. Silence can be comforting, but it can also be unsettling, a breeding ground for loneliness, dreading up long buried unease. I wonder how Mama is doing. Madame Z said she would keep an eye on her, but still no updates. She finds herself pausing, her gaze lowering to the ground, which is crazy that we barely addressed this. What did happen to her mom? Her mom's arcana? Confirmed. But only for a moment. No, bring yourself together, Matilda Bourniche. This is your mama, the greatest mother of all time. What could possibly have gone wrong? With renewed confidence, she picks up her pace, her pale ponytail bouncing behind her. Now, her most outstanding daughter runs an important errand for the Foundation, unlike some others who have dedicated their valuable time to a vacation in the name of reviving the Uluru Games. Oh, okay. At least we could gauge a timeline. This is what's happening as 1.5, which is crazy because this is 2.5. And 1.5 is taking place as 2.5 is taking place at the same time. The writers knew what they were doing. Still, one must hope they will succeed in making the games as grand and sublime as they say they were in distant past, or else. Just as she passes another set of shelves, something catches her eye. Why are we Matilda again?
Everything's fine here. Now on to the next row.
Oh. Okay. Nerdy glasses girl, and I love her glasses.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
What is it?
Ooh.
An excellent question, miss. See that serial number on it?
Oh.
AN003. A water sample from the Peilin River. Number 003.
Peilin River, allegedly. Is that all the way back in 1.6 when, with Jinangzi?
There are hundreds of thousands of samples, collections, and records here. But no matter who you ask, this particular one will always make their top list. Collected in a remote city in China. When the investigators arrived, they found that it had been isolated in time. All its inhabitants dressed and lived as if they were from the late Tang Dynasty.
Am I right? Or am I wrong? I don't know history like that.
They were completely unaware of the state of the world beyond their lands, as if trapped in a time capsule from the forgotten past.
Oh. The liquid inside the vial is clear and pristine, less like river water and more like perfectly liquefied gemstone. Matilda can't help but stare in fascination.
But how is that possible? Did no one ever leave the city? Not even to travel or do business?
Oh, so maybe this is a 1.6 reference, because I don't think those people knew about Bear Cement. I don't think they time traveled. I think they were all in the same time frame. It's just they didn't know what was going on.
You're a clever one, miss. Yes, it seems the investigators were confused too. In the end, they realized that an arcane skill was affecting the Peilin River. Sadly, it seems the arcane energy was dissipating by the time they arrived.
Yeah,
and they
she
weren't
did.
able to figure out its cause.
It's so weird knowing the secrets.
This is the only sample they were able to recover. Laplace has been begging for access to it. They're eager to unravel the mystery.
But y'all gotta worry about the storm. Don't worry about no river water. That isn't even that crazy. Because she's gone now. I don't know where she went.
Wow,
I wonder.
that is indeed a most intriguing
How far
claim.
away do you guys think that was? Like, how far ago? I need to know the timeline. I think someone said they were making it when I went to the event. So hopefully I can get my hands on that timeline.
It's not just a claim, miss. It's real. Wait, Miss Matilda Boaniche?
Yeah, oh girl, her ego's gonna go up like tenfold because you just said it like that. The careless young staff member only now seems to have fully recognized Matilda's presence. Uh-oh.
You've heard of me?
Oh no.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Who hasn't heard of the Boaniches and their star investigator daughter? Didn't you know that everyone's been talking about you since you joined the Foundation?
Ooh, girl. She already thinks she's better than everyone else.
Actually, my mother and I went to visit you. Oh, but I haven't introduced myself.
Oh, Matilda got a fangirl.
Constance Scott. I'm a fellow graduate from SPDM. Of course, now, I'm just a record keeper here.
Oh. Well, you seem to be enjoying your... Bro, make me a record keeper. Seems like the safest position in the Foundation. It doesn't seem like false modesty. Every top student of the SPDM was granted the honor of having their name inscribed in the school's Hall of Fame, but Matilda has never once come across the name Scott.
Actually, I've been looking for you as well, Miss Scott. Commissioner Pedra asked me to give this to you.
A letter? What's it about?
I couldn't say, but he had a most unpleasant look about
Ooh.
him as he gave it to me. Then he asked me to review my report on the events in San Francisco.
Okay, so... Okay, timeline-wise, this is after. So dang, 1.5 was all the way up here, which is crazy. And we were in the future. And now we just like unraveling all this stuff. So this is before 2.0. No, this is after 2.0. During 1.5. Crazy. And then 1.6 was like a long time ago.
Are you alright? Your face has grown quite pale.
I wonder where Yenisei is now. They'll probably never bring back Yenisei, you know? Cause she's too old now. Unless they show us old Yenisei, but they're never gonna bring Yenisei back, which is sad. Unless they go back in time again.
I'm fine. I just have a bad feeling I know what I'm about to read.
You think she's retired? Also, it was kind of crazy because back at 1.6, didn't Verton dream? Like, she woke up. It was like kind of like a dream. And she was crying. Maybe that's another... Sorry. Distraction. But maybe that's another hint to Bear Smet's identity. Because right now we think Bear Smet, a.k.a. who was that lady in a Paron Island. And also Erd. She's like Verton's mom, who's gotten like... Someone else said reversed in the storm, but I don't know. Also, I'm just speculating, okay? These are not spoilers, because none of these are confirmed, but these are all just based off of what I know so far. But yeah, it's that's I don't think that's her mom. I don't think so. Someone else said that's Verton. Like, that's like Verton, but like, I don't know. You ask me. Because we also did a theory of, in one of the things, what was it? Medicine Pocket, Regulus, and X. It was, can two of you exist at the same time? And do we know if that's like a possibility or not? Since, like, imagine if Bear Smet is Verton, but Verton is just the form of her that doesn't die in the storm? I don't know. Me and my theories. Anyway, having bid farewell to Matilda, Scott makes her way to a secluded room within the department, the letter clutched in her hand. She carefully closes the door behind her and, with one last glance around the room, opens the envelope. A single sheet of paper floats out from within, one carrying a heavy message. Ooh.
The investigation has been concluded. Unfortunately, their findings were exactly as we feared.
What?
The suspect must be apprehended ASAP, and all efforts must be made to retrieve this arcane object before either cause further trouble. You must leave immediately. Her last reported sighting was in Chinatown, Los Angeles.
So we're looking for an arcane weapon. Ooh. T. We back in Chinatown. Ling Yue. Orange, fresh oranges.
Sorry, could you say that again? Ji Ma Wu? And that means paper horse dance? Okay, I got it.
Slay. Hey, shopkeeper. Got any Shiyu left? No? Then give me a piece of char siu and some bok chig gai, please.
Daddy, look! There's a
Daddy!
dragon on the floor! That's totally cool!
People speaking many languages meet and weave around each other on the crowded avenue. Liang wanders among them, stopping every now and then to take it all in.
Welcome to Chinatown. How do you like it?
In the snow. Remember?
Yes, it does give me a certain sense of nostalgia. Do you come here often, Miss Poitier?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, outside of work, it's been a while. 3 years or so.
Only once in 3 years? I don't think you can consider that often.
Ooh. Portier waves a hand, glancing down the lively streets on either side.
Yeah, well, it's a fun place for a day trip, sure. But things are different when you put on the uniform.
True, true.
Remember that private eye back at the hospital?
We're
Joe?
here for work.
You can get an impression about how people see the police around here from him.
Oh, they all don't
You
like
mean
us.
that the residents here don't cooperate with the Arcane Affairs Division?
Well, It's complicated. There's a lot of language and cultural barriers. Folks here just don't turn to the police to solve their problems. Even when they do, we feel like we have no idea where to start. The thing that surprised me the most was how
you guys should spend more
arcanists of all
time
kinds
here.
and humans live so closely together here. I guess it's the same in China, isn't it? I remember this one time we had a call about
Obviously,
a break-in.
people are gonna think y'all are
When we
strangers if
got
y'all
there, it turned out the shopkeeper was
are
a
here
big white
like 3
bird as tall
times
as I
a
am.
year.
And this other time, we're chasing down a lost puppet for some lame-ass puppeteer. Anyways, so I asked an old lady if she'd seen a doll nearby. You know what she said? Well,
What?
I don't know what she said, but she started going off about me being a Laowai. Now give me some credit. I might not speak Chinese, but I do know Laowai means foreigner. So excuse me? Like, I'm American, baby. Born and raised.
Ooh. American, baby. Born and raised.
Sorry.
Oh. Liang knows she should remain serious, but she can't help but be tickled by Portier's indignation. Portier shoots her a glare, but then he heaves a quiet sigh.
That's not even the half of it.
I love her. Portier is so freaking
The
awesome.
thing is, I don't hate it here.
Is it because she's
Although I
black?
can't say I love Chinatown
Yeah.
very much either.
And she's also cool
To
like
be
that.
honest, most of us on the force haven't found a way to make inroads with the people here.
If that's the problem, why don't we try to understand things step by step? Maybe then we can start fresh? We're here anyway.
Liang turns back and examines the archway at the beginning of the road. They have already been in this other world for a while.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. If we're gonna get anywhere, then we'll have to start here. But we need to check another task off our list first.
Okay. What are we doing? I'm so excited. Oh. They cross the street and turn into a narrow alleyway.
Should be right there, down the alley. Feeling excited, rookie? We're about to pay a visit
Is
to
this
your
the
favorite
exact
director,
same alley?
Noire.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, everyone shut up. Noire's coming.
Favorite? What? No. I just like the movies, that's all.
Stop.
I've got no specific feelings for the director.
Stop it. You say that and then you're like, girl, you're like geeking. I was gonna say girl bossing, but then I'm like, that's not the right word. Leanne can't hold back her rebuttal, but under Portier's teasing gaze, she stops herself.
Maybe just a little. I am curious about the mind of the director behind such great movies.
You see?
But this is strictly a police matter.
Strictly
so I will
professional.
Act with professional self-restraint.
Professional self-restraint. Got it.
Actually, I've made a request with the Vigil's intelligence branch for a file on Director Noah and any related events. We should get it soon.
Alrighty.
You've got a file on her already? Feels like you're going a bit overboard, rookie.
Hey, she's a super fan. Super fans never go overboard. What?
It wasn't actually the director that called us. Her assistant did. Later on, Noire herself contacted us
assistant,
and said the
Loggerhead,
so-called
huh?
threat was just a misunderstanding. Normally, we'd leave it at that. There's too much real crime out there to bother with a case where the victim doesn't think anything happened. Still, according to dispatch, the assistant was real spooked over it. The operator got the feeling we should give it a second look, so they kept the file open.
Oh.
But look, this is just a follow-up and an excuse to come down here. So keep your mind on the real mission.
Okay.
Got it, ma'am.
I don't know why I do these recording sessions late at night. Oh wait, because it's the only time I can get peace and quiet. Anyway, the scene for the Division of Arcane Affairs yesterday flashes across Liang's mind. After leaving the hospital, they immediately return to report their findings and highlight the dangers lurking behind Chinatown's strange events. But the higher-ups had different take on things. What? Higher-ups, aka Eldon, huh?
It's been reassigned to the local precinct.
Portier stands in the doorway to the deputy chief's office and shakes her head. Liang immediately catches the subtle shift in her exposition.
What's wrong? What does that mean?
Nothing, kid. It's just most of the force aren't trained to deal with arcane crimes. Don't get me wrong. They're good, capable officers, but I'm worried. If this was any other case, I'd keep my mouth shut. But come on, this is clearly our department. This case has arcanum all over it. I don't think they know what they're getting into.
For a brief moment, neither speaks. Then Liang's eyes light up.
Miss Boitier, I have an idea.
Boitier!
What if we...
Oh. And that's how we ended up here.
Prioritize Noire's case, which just happens to put us in Chinatown. So there's no harm in asking a few questions about our other investigation.
Big brain, big brain.
I knew there was a little rebel in you, Liang. You like to bend the rules, just not break them. Am I right?
Not too often. Actually, I think we're obliged to take Miss Noah's case seriously.
You know what? Their
even if it wouldn't
relationship
help
is
us with the
like
other case.
Madam Hoffman Marcus. But like, she's more like Soneto. And Portier is more like, she's herself, you know? There's no character like her. She's cool like that.
Please wait a minute. It's my communication device.
Yang pulls out the communication device, often criticized by Foundation employees for being too bulky. Portier leans in to get a better look. Her chameleon comb perched on her chest stretches its neck in curiosity. She's like, can I? Oh.
SPF-1 portable contact device activated.
So who do you think they paid to make those little pixel profiles?
Download complete.
I'd want that to be my job in the Foundation.
Message? What's it about?
It's from the intelligence department. They've found her records.
Nice.
Miss Noah is registered with the Foundation. There might be something in her files that can provide us some clues.
She's a registered arcanist. Nice. She registered with the government. She opens her pinned email and scans through the attached files. Her expression turns serious.
Is this?
Is this her case? How much you want to bet this is what happened to her a long time ago? There's no way they don't have a record, right? There's no way they don't have a record, right? Right. They better. Okay, this is oh, there she is. And there's Loggerhead. Okay. Let me in. Let me in. Ricky Actor's Guide. This is new art. Ooh.
Whose is this? It's blocking the camera sightlines. Get it out of the way. When are we coming in? We've been waiting forever. I wish I brought a chair.
What's going on? Are they filming another movie? Do you see anyone famous?
Me. At the end of the alley, the old abandoned house filled with camera equipment, crew members and actors go about their business, drawing curious glances from passerbys. One particular figure catches Leanne's attention. Someone strangely familiar.
Oh, is that today's lunch? Mind if I take a look?
Can you eat, girl?
Not now. Fine.
You can't eat.
That's
You're a camera.
that odd person I saw at the hospital. She works for the Foundation.
Who? You mean Camerahead over there?
Loggerhead
What do
to
you mean by
you.
odd? You think she could be a fake?
No, she's a real Foundation member. I checked her information as well when I
Oh.
inquired about Miss Noah's file. Her name is Latham, an awakened arcanist.
Oh, Latham.
Currently working in the Arcanum Containment Department.
So why'd she go by? Well, then again, a lot of characters go by different names that aren't their government. But I'm just like, but you're a camera.
I wasn't given any access to her details, but based on our encounter, we should have no problem with her.
Nice.
Good. Fine. I'm happy enough leaving the awakened to their quirkiness.
She isn't their top priority. Liang knows that. She pushes aside the old feeling for now, following Portier through the crowd and onto the set.
What do you mean she hasn't eaten yet? Director Noire's doctor was explicit that she's not allowed to skip any meals. Oh,
Noire.
hello, officers. How can I help you?
Gotta eat your meals, girly pop. The well-dressed woman walks over to them. Ooh, she's about to girl boss her way through this conversation.
We received a call.
I'm already
from
intimidated. She's dressed too nicely.
Did you make a report about some unknown person making physical threats and stalking Miss Noire?
We have to.
Yes,
we have to kill them. Sorry, that's aggressive.
But
in game. But I mean, that's what I meant, to be honest. I don't have to explain myself to you. Upon hearing their purpose, Lynn hesitates, glancing uncertainly over at one end of the seat.
We did it!
We did it!
You're here!
Yeah, we did it!
Cut.
Wait, his haircut's gnarly. The bowl cut? Gnarly. And is that who I think it is over there? That's, oh, my camera's covering it. That's Miss Newbabble. I'm kidding, that's not her. Not every white woman with a bob is Miss Newbabble. At this single command, the actor freezes in place.
No, I'm afraid
Ooh.
we'll have to roll that again.
I like how my camera is still covering who I was talking about.
I'm sorry,
She
Director.
is so pretty. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Aw. The young actor's body stiffens immediately. Based on where he's standing, it's clear that he is only a background character in this. Ooh. They clocked him for saying he is not important, trust. But Noire, seated on her throne-like wheelchair, the overseer of everything, didn't miss his mistake, no matter how minor it was.
Not at
I mean,
all.
it's her talent.
I just want
She's
more
good at it for
emotion
real.
this time. She's your true love, but you have been apart for a long time. Things are different
Yeah,
now.
even
She
background
is.
characters
You
need
are.
to act like they're about to win an Oscar.
Your
Come on.
reunion must be more complex. It isn't simply happiness you feel. You must mix that emotion with worry and guilt. She doesn't know anything about what happened to you. You can't help but worry that she will never be able to understand you. You wonder if she has got herself into any troubles.
Okay.
I know this is a short scene,
Oh, cut.
but the
It's a little
audience
cut
must
back.
see a full range of emotions. You are capable of more.
I love her.
So be more.
I love Noire. She's so cool.
I know you attended drama school, so let's see that training shine.
Ooh.
I know you can do it.
And she talks so nicely. Like,
Yes, Director. I will try my best.
oh, yes, you will. You better. Or you're gonna have to face me. Simply being noticed by the famous director is enough to leave him visibly flustered. He immediately straightens up, shedding his nervous stance from moments before.
Good. Let's roll it again.
excuse me, Director Noire.
Ooh, she even got her assistant quaking. Seizing this moment before the next take, assistant swoops in and whispers something to Noire. Noire glances towards the two officers, her face betraying no emotion. It's impossible to tell what she's thinking. Gotta keep us guessing, I
Someone that
see.
famous, you think I'd have known she uses a wheelchair. How you feeling? Finally getting a chance to meet your favorite director. Thrilled?
Is this like the first like celebrity character? Like, not character, but like in the story? I don't think we really... Bacarola ain't even on Noire's level. Nah, she don't count. I'm trying to think who else would count. Oh, Isolde. Isolde was a celebrity too. Never mind. Well, I feel like Isolde was more of an up-and-coming star, wasn't she? She was more on her way up, but I feel like Noire is more famous. For sure. Like, we're doing fame scales. Like, I feel like Isolde was on her way up. Like, she was like an up-and-coming star before what happened in Vienna. But Noire's an established star.
What's with the long face, kid? Where'd all your excitement go?
She might have not known she was in a wheelchair too.
Oh. Is it about the message you got?
Message?
Yes. It's just something that's bothering me.
I mean, there's the thing that's bothering me is, are we just gonna pretend that that lady from the last episode and all her suspicious words was nothing? Before Liang can explain the subject of their discussion, roll towards them in her wheelchair. It's probably because something really bad happened.
Thanks for coming, officers. But I believe I've already explained that this was all just a misunderstanding. As you can see, I'm in perfect health. Well, ignoring these two.
She's got secrets. She pats her legs with a cheerful laugh. It seems the director has no qualms about her physical condition, though it's hardly the kind of joke anyone else can comfortably laugh along to. We're just worried about you, ma'am. Like, you can't girl boss your way out of this. We need to help you. Come on.
But according to your assistant, there's been someone stalking you for months.
Right. You can't girl boss your way out of
that.
that.
A threatening letter.
Are you not worried?
So what? That all just misunderstandings too?
I'm terribly sorry for inconveniencing you, officers. Lin is a very dedicated assistant, always looking out for me. She may have just overreacted to my situation.
What do you mean, overreacted? It's either you got a stalker or you don't. It's either they sent you a threatening letter or they didn't. Noire, come on.
I don't mean to brag, but I've been in the limelight for long enough that I've seen my share of crazy fans.
But is this person fan-coded or crazy-coded? Or crazy fan-coded?
I'm used to it.
There's a difference. They could just be crazy. They could just be crazy.
Sure, I get that. But about that letter you received, do you still have it?
Noire lets out a wary chuckle and shakes her head. No.
I'm afraid I don't have it anymore.
Why?
I received so many letters.
Her assistant has to have it.
Some of them not so much friendly.
But like, was this one from a fan or was it just from someone crazy?
I've made a name in this industry, and a few enemies too. If I paid any attention to the negativity, it only dragged me down. I tend not to keep the bad ones around.
Dang, y'all gotta take that. She's teaching lessons right now.
While I'm sure you would do a fine job keeping me safe, officers, I can't let myself worry over it. Besides, what are they going to do? Break my kneecaps?
There's worse things they can do than break your kneecaps, Noire, please. She's not taking this seriously at all, which I get, but Noire, please.
Frankly, the only thing I am worried about is that your presence is another distraction for my crew.
No, what? She casts a grateful and perhaps apologetic look around the set.
So, it's very much appreciated that you went out of your way to check in on me. But I have a movie to make. I can't disappoint my fans.
But like...
Now, if you'll excuse me, we're burning daylight and I still have 4 more scenes to film.
Dang.
These Hollywood producers may have opened doors for me, but they also give me so many problems lately.
She smiles at the officers as if to signal the conversation's end.
Is this really just because of her movie?
Ooh. Noire has already begun to turn her wheelchair away, but Liang stops her in her tracks.
Pardon me?
You seem to be refusing our assistance because you've decided this threat is only a harmless prank.
Which, I mean, in any case, is very much underestimating the situation.
You've decided that it's worth the risk to focus on your film.
Right.
I don't mean to judge your decision. It may be understandable in some cases.
Well, I mean, no, it's not. She moves closer, lowering her voice as she leans in to deliver the next sentence in a hushed voice. Ooh.
But if this threat is not just a prank, if it is serious...
Liang is always aura farming. Oh my gosh. Aura farmer versus girl boss. Oh no.
Am I sensing disapproval?
Ooh, we got the girl boss rebuttal. What is the aura farmer gonna say next? Noire narrows her eyes a little and raises a hand to halt her approaching assistant. Ooh, she just girl boss. This is a good sign. Liang has earned the chance to talk for at least a little longer. She pushes aside her conflicting emotions and carries on in a voice only the two of them can hear.
There has been an increase in patients coming from Chinatown showing signs of mental instability. Their symptoms include confusion, amnesia, drowsiness, and volatile anger. None of the patients seem to have anything in common. No prior history, all without a clear cause. Does that sound familiar?
Sorry. Is this leading somewhere?
Ooh. Okay, she is girl boss. Okay. The whispering aura farm move isn't working on her no more. Okay. After a moment of thought, Noire shakes her head, her calm face carrying a perfectly measured hint of confusion.
A case. 8 years ago.
He
Rizhun, the scriptwriter for your first big hit, Detective CO7. She burned to death in her own house. However, the cleaners found a film reel in the debris, surprisingly intact after the fire.
What the heck? What the hecky? Liang has been watching Noire's every expression. She doesn't miss the fleeting shifts in her eyes at the mention of the film reel.
Strange, isn't it? Every other item was burnt to ash, yet this one 8mm reel was as good as new. The cleaners felt the same way. So, being curious, they played the reel. 3 of the 5 who watched it ended up in an asylum. 1 jumped from a building. And the last, according to the reports, became like an empty shell of a person.
Is that like similar to the signs that's happening in Chinatown right now?
And what's happening here reminds you of that?
There are some commonalities between the cases. I can't ignore the possibility that they are related. 2 in particular stand out to me. The similar symptoms of those affected, and you. Hard to shake the thought that these are not coincidences.
Whispers spark among the crew as they eye the secret conversation. Y'all mind your business? Okay, this tea is for me.
What are the police still here for? Are we gonna get back to filming?
Y'all, I know y'all want to clock out bad, but come on.
Who knows? But it doesn't seem good. We are losing light here. Can these guys wrap it up already?
Oh my gosh, y'all. These murmurs, of course, don't escape Noire and Liang's notice. When she speaks again, Noire's tone is far more direct.
Is that an accusation?
No. It's all just a gut feeling.
No, not at all. I'm just hoping you might be able to shed some light on our
just
case.
a feeling in my gut. Just a gut feeling you may or may not know something that we may or may not know. It's all
After
just
our
coincidences.
initial investigation, we officially recorded it as an ominous Arcanum incident and determined that the cause with that 8mm
Is that
film
what's
reel,
in? We
which
have the
contained
in
film
the
titled
thing.
Reunion of the 3 Swallows.
Is it so? Is that? Do we keep that film in the in that place Matilda was in, where they keep all the arcane stuff?
To this day, however, the exact nature of the Arcanum hasn't been conclusively determined. We still aren't sure why it has this strange effect on people's minds, nor why the damage appears to be irreversible.
Irreversible damage is so bad.
Perhaps more importantly, we still don't know the origin behind the Arcanum on the reel. There are many possible causes that might create such an effect. One of the most common thought is from absorbing powerful emotions from an Arcanist.
Oh!
The darkest emotions possess the strongest power. Anger, hatred. Emotions so strong that they can outlast their bearer's death. like a curse from beyond the grave, carrying out their last will as an obsession.
Was this tape presumably maybe from the person who burned to death?
And in such cases, these objects are sure to lead to disaster. I believe that this film is, undoubtedly, one such cursed item.
She's cooking.
If
Let
it is the case that
cook.
this film was involved in these new incidents, then we must find out what obsession it's carrying out and find a countermeasure.
This film was involved in these new case incidents. But how is it happening though?
I assume you're already on the case.
Yep. Yes,
Indeed, I am, Miss Noah. I've been studying the report on the original case, including some of the theories of the original investigator. One of the theories suggests that, despite your collaboration on the CO7 series, there were many points of conflict between you and Miss He.
Ooh, no way, no way, no way.
In fact, the reports mention you had a violent quarrel with her on the day of the fire.
That probably caused the
tape. There was even a
tape.
question about whether you might have been responsible for her death. So, as you can see, I have more than a strong reason to believe you are connected.
I mean,
and
you
if this
def
cursed reel
connected.
is behind these recent incidents.
You saw her before she died.
I'm afraid that you may be the intended target of this curse.
Yep. Because if that was her, if it was, bro, you know what I'm trying to say. Ooh, juicy, juicy. T. Oh. Okay. So. Ooh, I'm locked in. So as of right now, we think it's Noire. Well, we don't think it's Noire, but we think everything is happening because of her. Because of how much that other lady hated her to death.
Hot damn, rookie. Who could have guessed the famous director would be a part of her own real-life thriller?
Hey, we haven't figured out the case yet. This is only the beginning.
After talking to her, we still got nothing useful to go on. I can't read anything behind that smiling face of hers.
It's called a poker face.
But if your little theory has got any truth to it, then Noire is in real danger. So why not talk? Isn't she worried about her own life?
Apparently not. Portier channels her frustration into her food, devouring most of the meal in a blink of an eye. As she swallows the last shrimp dumpling, she turns to look at Liang, who is busy chatting with the restaurant owner.
是吗？原来对面杂
You
货店
mean
那
the
家的女儿
grocer's
也
daughter has also?
就是咯。
Yes, so many
最近都
things
不知道
happening
搞
around
什
the
么。
neighborhood.
好多街坊
Crazy.
家里的车，老卢家还
But
算好
the
嘞。
Lus are
他带着
lucky.
女儿
They
去看
took their
中医，
daughter to a
抓
good
了药
local doctor, and
吃
she
了一
got
段
better.
时间就好了不少。
Hmm?
但是对面街口
But the
马
other
仔，
families
他
down
妈
the
就
road
麻烦了。
aren't so lucky.
那个阿
Their
婆
grandma was
原
already
本
so
就身
weak
体
from
不好，
arthritis. Now
忽然
she's gone
间又
crazy.
变得疯疯
She's
癫癫。
probably gonna
他们
drive
两
them
公婆
crazy
都巴西
too.
死了。之前都有
You
个
know
两
what?
位来
Another
问这
girl.
件事，
She asked
说什么
around
事情不
about
太
this
对路
too. If I was to
我
guess,
说呀，
it's
就
because
是
of those
临
evil
近年关，
spirits.
那
Things
些
are
污糟
never
的东西
easy
都出来
before
了。
the Do Show Festival.
您说还有人打听过这件
Another
事？
girl.
那是什
Do
么
you know
人？
who she is?
他说自
She
己
said
是什
she's
么
an
新科
exorcist for the
学，
neuroscience
新科学什么鬼事务
neuroscience
所的，
something
好像是个神婆，
exorcism office
刚来到唐
and
人
is
街
a
这一
new
带，
hire in Chinatown.
他还给了我一张卡
She
片，
gave me a
您的怀
fancy
孕
business
码了
card,
后，
but I
我
don't
不知
know
道被
where
我
it
放
is
到哪里
now.
去。
原来如此。
I see. Thank you very
多谢你。
much. As Liang returns to her seat, Portier shoots her a questioning look.
So, any progress?
I have some bad news. First, there are more victims than we expected.
Ooh.
Second, we're not the only ones who've noticed.
Ooh. Double
We need to
ooh.
hurry if we don't want this case to attract wider attention.
Right.
Why don't we start with the director then? She seems like our best lead.
But, like, start how? Having cleared the dishes closest to her, Portier pulls out the char siu buns from the other side of the table.
I've got a hunch her case is connected with this one.
Oh, you mean the ooh, maybe.
Just like you said, there are too many coincidences to not dig deeper.
Right.
That writer, what was it? Huh, Ridgewine? She's an arcanist, right?
Mm-hmm.
No surprise that she'd imbue that film with all of her final bits of hatred. I've seen a dozen cases like it.
That's what we're all thinking. That's what we're all
objects
thinking.
are weird as heck. It's definitely possible that it could have chased Noire all the way here.
Even, I assume again that they're keeping it at the Foundation, and it's still. Don't they make technology that hold those things?
That corroborates the rivalry between Miss Noire and Miss He.
But they got into a heated fight. Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Didn't you read that in a report by another visual? Maybe it's only hearsay, but that's something.
Right. We need to track him down.
Not only that, get this. I did some digging of my own. The night that cleaner leaped off that roof was the exact same night that Noire was in the car accident that left her legs paralyzed.
Night cleaner? Maybe I don't remember that one.
It gets freakier. According to the reports, they happened within minutes of each other. And the building was less than a block away from the scene of the accident. How's that for evidence?
It probably just got... You think it got the cleaner as like a stray? Like she wasn't supposed to, you know?
We've got a saying in the DAA.
I don't know.
When it comes to Arcanum, there's no such thing as coincidences.
You could say that again. With this declaration, Portier pops the last char siu bun into her mouth.
Whether coincidence or not,
I have no theories
it isn't
because
much
I have no idea.
We need evidence.
Like I'm just as stumped.
Of course. We can't just leap to accusations without proof. But when it comes to arcane crime, you've got to follow your hunches. So keep your nose to the ground.
Portier notices the deduction on Liang's face and sheepishly sets down her chopsticks.
I get you. This isn't just about evidence. You don't want to point the finger at someone you admire.
Hey, this isn't about that. She gotta go. Like, I don't... And I mean to jail. Okay, I don't mean killing her. She's too cool for that.
But you've got to pursue this. Even if that means you have to separate the artists from their work.
Yeah. This is the first time I hear it as in a way as incriminating them. Liang remains silent for a moment, picks up the chilled lemon soda from the table and takes a sip. Because usually people use that saying for when they like someone and they've already done something bad and they want to still keep listening to their music. Like, usually people use it the other way around, but they just want to, like, keep listening to the music or watching the shows rather than, like, you know, completely cutting that stuff off just because the person's a bad person. But right now, we like their work, but we don't know if they're a bad person. So to investigate if they're a bad person, we have to cut off their awesome work.
Actually, there is another reason that I'm not entirely convinced that Miss Noire, the film incident, and the events in Chinatown are connected. In fact, it's quite a substantial reason. If our records are correct, the cursed reel was found and contained by the Foundation 6 months after the initial incident.
Exactly. That's the thing, yeah.
Which means, unless something has gone horribly wrong, it should still be safely stored within the Arcanum Containment Department.
A sharp crash interrupts her. The two turn toward the sound.
Oops, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh, Miss Scotty Waddy, have you been spying and eavesdropping? The bespectacled girl fumbles with a napkin as she hurriedly tries to clean up the shattered dish she just knocked over. But her sneaky glances towards the two officers don't escape their attention, and the shiny emblem on her chest tells them exactly where she's from.
Well.
They exchange a puzzled look.
If I remember it right, you mentioned earlier that you saw someone from the Foundation acting suspicious yesterday.
They sent someone to spy on us.
Like the lady over there. She also works for the ACD.
Guess we'll have a talk with her.
I agree, Miss Bordier.
The way they get up from their table and start walking over, I know she's like, ooh, I messed up. They rush to their table and approach the girl. I would have been like, oh, nothing to see here. I'm just on my lunch break. Nothing to see. Ooh. Is there a reason why that only played in one ear? And now that's only playing my other ear. I don't know how I feel about that.
Program activated.
But we have to kick her butt? Okay. Is something the matter, officers? You seem to have overheard our conversation. Was there anything you might know about? We welcome any leads you might have, and even offer a reward for helping solve the case. No, I didn't hear anything. This is all happening so suddenly. I have urgent business to attend. Please understand, officers. There's no need to worry, ma'am. You seem a bit flushed. Here, why don't you come sit down and we'll have a nice chat. Ooh. Yes, I'm sure there's a way we can be of help to each other.
A good point, a new hypothesis.
Okay, Liang, you swag.
Check my calculation.
Calculating distance.
Oh, someone said...
We worked on this collaboration together. I'll write you into my paper.
Now that I could put a face to her voice, it's actually really nice. Anyway, besides the point, what I was saying was... check out the vlog. But what I was saying was, I don't remember what I was... Oh yeah, someone was telling me how the boss is gonna be hard. And is it gonna be hard? I'm not gonna lie. There hasn't been a hard boss fight in this game since 1.6. I don't think I've struggled in a boss fight since that one. So who knows? It might be hard. Then again, I might wash him. It might be just some stupid gimmick. And I say stupid as in frustrating. Under Liang and Portier's relentless questioning, the suspicious Foundation member ultimately surrenders.
All right, I'll tell.
But I mean, it could be hard. I don't know.
But only to you. Since you're a vigil, but
I haven't
isn't,
struggled
right?
since then.
Sorry, I should really only disclose this info to other Foundation members.
Yeah, and then we'll disclose it to her. Got it? She shoots a cautious glance at Portier. She wants to know the tea too. Portier says nothing, simply raising her chin at Liang's approval. Liang in approval. We're partners. Come on. Oh wait, Liang's going. Liang follows the girl out into the empty alley. After verifying Liang's identity with her communication device, the girl gives a final glance up and down the alley before talking.
There's no one I would trust more than a vigil, Miss Liang.
Okay.
I'm here on a mission for the Foundation, and you might be able to help me with it.
Okay.
September 1990. A female arcanist committed a serious assault and caused a number of casualties. She had appeared at an illegal gathering held by the Order of Enlightenment,
Oh, Manus
a subordinate
Vindicte.
organization of Manus Vindicte. The timekeeper encountered her and confirmed her identity. Anjo Nala, a Beyond Arcanist.
Okay. Doing the math. This is so confusing. Me doing the math. Okay, so here we've met Anjanala. Oh yeah, because 1.6 just happened. Not 1.6, 2.0.
Born sometime in the 19th century, she was sealed inside
Which
a
is
wind-up
crazy
toy
that
in
they
the
didn't
year
run into any
1968.
Manus in Australia.
Since then, she has become a lethal weapon that must obey whoever possesses her toy. But back in 1985, the real 1985. That toy had been safely stored in an Arcanum containment department as a dangerous item.
Yeah, that one been gone.
Until it was stolen.
Yep.
You were involved in that
By
particular
eternity,
inventory
bro.
check. There are 4 additional items that are now lost aside from number 066.
Someone just helped themselves. My goodness. But I'm glad Adrenala got out, because now she can live as a free girl, a free woman.
The circumstances of the last storm and that devastating spell threw our whole organization into chaos. However, there's no excuse
Hey,
for failing to
Eternity
uphold our
came and
department's
helped
most crucial
herself?
mission.
Or what?
Fortunately, it appears that our break-in was committed by a single
Oh,
culprit.
yep. The queen of girl bossing.
I heard what you and your partner just said. It's about all the weird things that happen in Chinatown, right? It was my mission to catch Latham and retrieve all the arcane objects she'd stolen before they caused more damage.
Latham? Loggerhead stole the items?
But I guess it's already too late for that.
What? Why? The meaning behind those words is crystal clear. There's no room for Liang to feign ignorance.
Then you're saying that...
Yes, the cursed reel from the incident you mentioned was among the stolen items.
Of course
you
it was.
You said that you have some clue about its current whereabouts?
Wait, the meaning behind... Wait. It was my mission to catch Latham and retrieve... She stole them? Why? Oh, okay. So Liang didn't know that there was... we're gonna have to deal with 2 more in the future, huh? I wonder what they are. The cursed film reel. Reunion of the 3 Shallows is in Chinatown. The weight of this revelation sinks heavily in Liang's chest. So now that makes Noire look even more suspicious, because that's her freaking right-hand camera. Oh my gosh, girl. I cannot trust you at all.
I was told to operate under strict secrecy. But at this point, the faster they're retrieved, the better. So
yeah, because now
she's
just causing drama. Noire looking extra suspicious. Loggerhead is our op. Scott takes a notebook from her pocket and pulls out a photo tucked inside. Is this the picture of the culprit?
Our main suspect is Latham, an awakened arcanist.
Yeah, met her. Liang can't help but look surprised. Then she recognized the other girl in the photograph. But Scott seems to misinterpret her reaction.
It's hard for me to believe she'd do this. We were colleagues and close friends. I used to call her Loggerhead because she's the most
maybe I
forgetful
should call
person
her
I know.
her government.
At first, I refused to believe she could do such a thing. I still don't understand why. She's not the kind to be greedy.
She probably... Well, the thing is, she is forgetful, so if you ask her, she probably don't even know what she did. Or why she did it, to be honest. But Noire probably knows a thing or two.
But the Vigils investigated the theft thoroughly. And the Vigils are not the kind to make mistakes.
So the Vigils are just like detective cops.
You've been here a few days already.
Foundation, right? FBI.
Have you had any word about where she might be?
Oh, yeah, no. We saw her like a hot minute ago with this super famous director. Scott's brow furrows, her expression torn between hope and fear. It's as if she wants confirmation while equally dreading to hear the truth.
Sorry, I haven't.
Oh. Let her cook. She shakes her head. Scott's expression visibly relaxes. She's cooking.
Oh, what a pity.
Oh man. To be continued. Frick. Things are getting heated. Nah, we ain't got time for that. Oh, speaking of Loggerhead. What Latham? I'm gonna call her by her government. No way she probably don't even remember.
Have a good day.
Since she has terrible memory. It's over. Oh my gosh. Where are those cyborgs in the bag? Before the owner can even... Twin cyborgs. Okay. Before the owner can even say goodbye, Liang has yanked Portier out the front door.
What's the rush? I haven't even finished my noodles.
Bad news. Really, really bad news.
We can eat later, but we need to find Miss Latham. Now.
Now.
Wait. Hold on. I'm all for chasing down a crook. But why do I get the feeling you didn't tell your Foundation friend about your run-in with Latham? What's up? Why are you keeping her in the dark?
It's my mission.
I think that something isn't right about her.
She don't remember.
I've been to the A City before. To most, it might seem defenseless, but it's actually heavily protected by arcane rituals.
Oh, snap.
According to Miss Scott, Latham acted alone.
What does that mean?
There's nothing in her file that would suggest she's capable of that. Her arcane skill level is frankly far from remarkable.
Oop. She said, is that a 3-star?
Even with insider knowledge, I don't believe it's possible she could have bypassed the security system and escaped on her own.
Unless... Are we hinting at someone else's
Either
ability?
Miss Latham has played the Foundation for fools, or she has more powerful accomplices. That leads me to
6-star
another
accomplices.
thing. This mission is not something a typical Foundation staff member would be assigned to, as Miss Scott claimed to be.
Is Miss Scott like a fakie?
There's something we don't know.
About what? Wait, tell me.
You're saying that girl with glasses lied to you?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking. Lie,
maybe. Or that she was being lied to herself.
I feel like she was being lied to rather than she lied. But Liang pulls her SPF contact device from beneath her cloak. After a few simple taps, she turns it around for Portier to see.
There was another thing I found while searching through Miss Latham's files. Or rather, what I didn't find. There were no warnings or notices on her employee records.
What does that mean?
You mean she's not actually wanted?
Are we saying that Scott is... She's either fake... Okay, here's my hunch, right? She is fake... fake Foundation member. And maybe she's pinning it on Latham, but Latham didn't really do it. Which, I mean... The way she picks someone who has terrible memory is so insane to me.
No, I don't think so. Miss Scott said that their department wanted to solve this problem in secret. So I thought that might explain the reason Miss Latham's warrant wasn't on her file.
Oh.
However, when I tried to access more of their records to double-check my findings, I ran into a block on Miss Scott's records.
Why would someone like her have a block on her records unless she put it on there herself?
Access denied. You do not have permission to view this information. If you need access, please contact your supervisor.
It's either she's not who she says she is. I mean, both is she's not who who she says she is. She's Manus? And she's just looking for the item for whatever reason and is just trying to find a lead on who has it. Or she's a higher up person in the Foundation, but they're hiding her identity for whatever reason. But I'm more or less to think that maybe she's not a good person. A warning symbol flashes on the screen. And she's the one sneaking in and out of the Foundation. Because even Matilda didn't know her. So... the way Matilda did not know the girl. And, dang, all she had to do was gas up Matilda to like... Stay undercover.
It could just be because I'm only a cadet. There are some files that I don't have access to yet.
But
I
someone on her
my
level
supervisor, but I haven't heard anything back.
Should not have a file that is inaccessible. She's not even cool like that.
I don't mean to distrust her, but I can't hold anyone above suspicion.
Right. Especially someone that Matilda didn't even recognize for real. Portier shifts her gaze from the device's screen back to Liang.
And what about me? You're putting a lot of trust in me, Liang. Is it really all right that you're telling me all this?
What are you gonna do? Snitch?
A dangerous item stolen from the Foundation, and possibly an inside job at that. That's a scandal in the making.
Okay, but like, you're not gonna tell anyone.
You could have just lied to me. Make up some kind of story. It's not hard for a smart kid like you.
But I need you. Liang gives Portier a puzzled look. Just say it. What are you trying to say?
We're partners,
right.
Miss Poitier. Hiding information from
wouldn't
you
even
wouldn't
be beneficial.
Right. You told me that yourself, didn't you?
Like, we're literally working on this case together. Why would we hide stuff from each other?
Me?
Yes. The
Girl.
first day we were on duty together, you said you need to know what makes me tick.
I did, didn't
Portier, ma'am, honey, we are a team. As in, this mission will go nowhere if we are keeping secrets. Hello? Now we can get rid of the speculation. Well, the item's in the Foundation, so the things can't be connected. Portier seems a little dazed. Liang looks at her. Sincerity behind her eyes.
I've reconsidered it.
I like how we were
right.
in a rush to find Loggerhead, and now we're having a heart-to-heart moment.
During my training as a vigil,
You're like, wait, 1 second,
our
let's unpack this.
emphasized many times that trusting our partner was of vital importance.
Right, what's the point of being partners if we ain't gonna trust each other?
You, Miss Poitier, have proven to be capable, decisive, and compassionate.
Alright, remember when you
deep respect
you
for
hit
your work.
Johnny what spot?
We share the same goal, to discover the truth behind the incidents happening in Chinatown. I can't think of any reason why I shouldn't cooperate with you.
Exactly. She just want to hear you say it for real.
Alright, enough. I'm blushing already.
We need you. Portier cuts Liang off, almost flustered.
Damn, girl. I didn't expect my meek little mouse to turn into this.
Just
Titan.
what?
R. Say it.
Forget it. You made your
Come
point.
on.
Now stop it.
That would have been a good reference. Portier waves a hand, signaling the conversation to end. That seems to be her thing. Like, she waves her hand.
But you kind of missed my point. I'm worrying that the Foundation is gonna punish you for leaking classified information. Won't you get in trouble?
That point was the most unclearest point you were trying to make ever. You should have just went out and said it.
Though I may be a vigil of the Foundation, before that, I am the descendant of the Liang family. I'm obliged to do all that is necessary to fulfill my destiny. And given the circumstances, I think providing all relevant information that might assist us in catching the thief and retrieving the threatening arcane objects is worth bending the rules. Just a little.
Bending, not breaking. No difference. Despite her conviction, Liang can't help but hesitate a little.
Besides, I'm not under any orders to keep this a secret.
Right,
So,
especially since we're suspicious of the secret teller. Like, hello? The
Cheeky.
person we're literally...
And you say you don't like bending the rules. I see you, boo.
To be honest, like, there are no rules. The person who said it was a secret, freaking... We don't even know if she works for the Foundation.
And I like it. Come on, let's work this out together. Partner.
Partners in... Don't die. Please don't kill her. If they kill Portier, I cannot forgive them.
Which one is my room again?
Loggerhead?
Right.
Oh, sorry.
I wrote it down.
Lithium?
There
What
it
the
is.
frick? I'm gonna call her Loggerhead.
Too far again.
Loggerhead won't know nothing, bro. She does not remember
Now the
nothing.
key card. Where did I put it? Oh, here.
Unless,
Home
but I
sweet
doubt
home.
it.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Welcome home. I'm kidding. The camera had a girl freeze in place. We made it home before. Imagine opening your door and then these two are standing there. I would have just closed my door slowly. This must be the wrong room. Let me no. 407. That's my room. Guys, I think you made a mistake. This is my room. Not your room.
Latham, right? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been like a day.
We have some questions for you. Please try to cooperate.
Oh my gosh. They're hitting with so much aura right now. Liang steps forward and closes the door on her behalf. Ooh. Liang said, "Let's have a talk." Shuts the door. Alright. Oh. I mean, I'd probably still wash her, to be honest. It don't make no difference who's weaker, who's stronger. This is the Bean Dream Team. What are you doing in my room? Is there a serious criminal offense? Get out of my room or I'm calling the police. The phone is right here in my hand. No need for that. I am the police. But what? You're that Vigil from the hospital. I was sure I had shaken off this person. So what do you want with me? I think you already know the answer to that. Oh my gosh, Liang has so much aura.
And you're charging. Taking another look?
She has so much aura.
Target confirmed. They are much larger than the Foundation's kids.
Okay, but I will clarify the last boss on hard mode. Oh my gosh, that was so annoying when he what was it? It was some chick. It was a girl? I think it was a person. No, was it the fog? No, it was a person. It was Miss Grace. No, that wasn't Miss Grace. Either way, it blew itself up. Annoying. Anyway, when an unsuspecting prey steps into a carefully laid trap, the outcome is already decided.
All right, fine. I'll tell you everything.
Nice, nice.
It was me, okay? They said I stole those arcane objects and sold them for money. Well, maybe I did. Ouch!
You did? Do you not think about the consequences? At least she... I wonder how many other people like Anjo Nala are stuck in that place. Anyway, you sold them to Eternity. Girl, she's selling them to Manus. As she speaks, she backs closer to the wall behind her until she smacks her oversized head into the window ledge. A particular word in her statement makes Liang tilt her head. What? The Foundation was not paying you enough? What the frick?
Maybe.
She means she did it.
Actually, I can't remember it.
Yeah, no, she can't.
I can't find my memory film for that time, so really, I just don't know.
Wait, so did you do it, or are you just saying you did?
Memory film.
This so-called Loggerhead girl, an awakened, isn't exactly a tough one. Within 30 minutes, she has spilled everything. To be honest, she don't even know what she has to hide. Yet, despite this seemingly ideal result, neither of the officers look pleased.
So, to summarize what you just said, Latham, you're an awakened piece of a movie projector, which forms a Latham loop.
Ooh.
You were designed to play movies, not record them. And that's why you suffer from severe amnesia.
Oh, ooh, okay.
You can only recall things that happened within the last 3 days. And after that, you'll forget almost everything. Do I got that right?
The way she just knows everything about her already.
I guess so.
You guess?
So?
What do you mean you guess? Do you know or do you not know? Right? Portier sudden questioning startles the girl. She shrinks into the corner, wedging herself between the window and the nearby. You were scaring her.
I can see why that friend of yours calls you Loggerhead. You deserve the name. What is going on here?
Okay, she's ripping her to filth. Oh.
It's understandable. Awakened arcanists often suffer side effects related to
Mr.
their
Apple
origins
suffer?
and materials. But
Bad
still,
dad jokes.
This is quite unusual, to say the least.
Is that what it? Apple, not dad jokes. Bad Apple jokes. Has to remind us he's an apple with his
of
jokes.
What happened 3 days ago, or even any of the cases she was involved in. So then,
but y'all forgetting what she said about the memory film? Hello? They literally made it so she can remember.
I can only imagine what a disaster it would be if you showed up in a Detective CO7 movie.
Y'all.
Hey, that's rude. How come I'm a disaster?
Right. The girl, mustering what little courage she had left, waves her metal fist in defiance. But her feeble resistance has no effect on the officers. After sighing in unison, they exchange a glance. Oh, I should turn
What do
this
you
way.
think?
I think... I don't know. I don't freaking know.
I've made a request for Miss Latham's detailed records, but I don't think she's lying. Back at the hospital, the best lie she could come up with was a hamster riding a stethoscope. I kind of doubt she's a master manipulator.
I kind of doubt, like, she'd do this. Oh, this is so funny. Okay, guys, this is where I'm gonna leave today's episode off. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure to check out the Reverse 99 keychains in the description, as well as the Discord, my TikTok, my Twitter, and my Instagram, which I'm gonna start posting on, I guess. Not I guess, I probably should. And yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you guys in the next Reverse 1999 video. Check out.